What's going on, guys? It's your boy Chef Raedar. We're back here up north in Trust Food Works and we're ready to do some cooking. But we're not touching the meats today. But I got a bunch of feedback on our veggie burger, our black bean burger here at Trust Food Works that, you know what, not everyone can come, not everyone can be here at Trust Food Works. So make it at home. I'm gonna show you how. Stay tuned. All right. Yes, I know. What the heck am I doing? There's no meat. There's no meat in front of me. But I mean, you got to switch it up sometimes. Meats give you gas, right? So, just for my parents' sake, when I go home and visit, I'm gonna do some veggie burger. And this is my take on the black bean burger. We got some nice bold barbecue flavors in there. We got some nice bold veggie flavors in there. And you know what? For not having any meat in it, it is pretty damn good. All right, so in order to get started, I got a few things measured out here, a few things all ready to go. We're just gonna grab our trusty dusty steel bowl. And you'll notice that I actually don't have any utensils with me. Yeah, this one we gotta get our hands dirty, so I got gloves. Woo! All right, so first thing to start, you definitely wanna roll your sleeves up. Get your gloves on. I mean, you don't necessarily have to get the gloves on right now. We'll get them on before we dive right in. Before we started filming, I got the black beans in an oven just to kind of warm them up, soften them up, and get a little bit of smoke on them because we have a nice smoker attachment for our oven. So I'm gonna pull them out, we're gonna drop them in this bowl, and we'll walk you through the rest of the stuff that we're gonna throw in. And yeah, basically what I'm going for when I'm making the black bean. So you will notice we've got some nice black beans. You'll notice that some of them have kind of popped, and that's a sign that they have been through the cooking process. So at this point, the first things we want to get in there are some of our veggies. So I have a 3/4 of a bell pepper, fine dice or medium dice, whatever you want to call that. I know the French terms are a lot more exact, but these are the Mike terms. So then we're going to get about half a cup, of minced red onion. And one of the things with barbecue is, you know, that nice rustic flavor, just that texture in your mouth of different textures. And so one thing I'm really going for with this is to actually, you know, mimic some of the textures of that ground beef. So I don't try to go too fancy, don't try to go too nice and specific with all the cuts. Rustic, rough chop is muy bueno. So I'm gonna mix that up. Next thing we want to do, crack an egg. 2 eggs, actually, to be specific. Then we are going to get a little bit of coarse black pepper, probably 2 pinches to be exact, or 2.5. You didn't see that. We're gonna go a few pinches of salt. Black beans can take a lot of salt, so just when you think you've got enough, put another pinch. At this point, we are going to get our gloves on. So when you are mixing this up, you do want to really try and squeeze those black beans. Once we have this all mixed, yeah, we deep fry it. That's probably what makes it so good. But yeah, back to what I was saying, you really want to work those black beans and bring all that nice starch out. And you're essentially kind of looking to make a paste. But a nice chunky liquidy paste, I guess you can say. There's probably another word for that. But look at me. Do I really care about the technical terms? No. I care about my terms. We're on my terms on this show. All right, so once that's nice and mixed up, you are going to once again wear the right clothes so your sleeves stay up. We are going to take some breadcrumbs, and I've got about a half a cup here. And you want to get those right in there. I hope you guys can see all this. There, that's what it looks like. All right, and then I've got chili powder and garlic powder, about 2 tablespoons of both here. So we're gonna get those in there. And you know what? I'm taking this jacket off and we're gonna get new gloves on, and it's gonna be magical. And this is one of those times you're gonna have to use this thing I hope your parents gave you, and it's called judgment. Yeah, you're gonna have to use some of your judgment. Now, my judgment's pretty good. I do this for a living, so we're not too far off on the texture we're wanting. But basically, you can figure it out by forming a patty, and actually, we're not too far off, and literally holding it by half, and if it sticks together. But I do want a few more breadcrumbs, and I came prepared, so we're gonna go a little bit in here. All right, so using my judgment. Again, so these breadcrumbs actually make it so this burger isn't gluten-free. Simple fix though if you want it to be gluten-free, and I do not judge you for that. Just kidding. But yeah, if you want it gluten-free, you can use gluten-free breadcrumbs, gluten-free flour, something to basically just absorb all that, a bunch of that moisture. And all right, so we are right about there. So again, we'll do the patty test. A bit more. And yeah, so see, it's holding its shape, right? And that's still good enough that it is going to be nice and moist and juicy. So next thing we're going to do is grab our pan. And normally, you know, I mean normally, I wouldn't say normally because I never do, I hate it, but yeah, you can use a scale and just go ahead and just figure out exactly how many are here. But you know, again, I go back to this whole rustic idea, and you know, if I want it to be just like, you know, at home cooking, you know, how many times at home do you actually bust a scale out and say, oh yeah, I gotta have a 6-ounce burger just like the rest of everyone? No, you don't. You don't, unless you're watching your weight, which, okay, fair enough. Okay, so basically you're gonna just make all these. Now with this kind of size of recipe, oh yeah, I use 2 cans of black beans. You should be able to get about 6 burgers. And you know what? Look at me. Look at me go. I'm getting 6. All right. Once that is all good, we are then going to take one of these guys and get in the deep fryer. And we're actually going to build a burger, make it look all pretty. So which one do we want to do? I'm going to grab this guy. So we'll see if my judgment paid off like usual, and we're going to give it a deep fry, and we'll be back in a second. All right, when you're dropping this in the deep fryer, you want to, I know we mentioned in, I think it was our crunch wrap video, but you want to always lay it away from you, so that way if it does splash a little bit, you're not getting splashed in the face with hot oil. So we're going to lay this in here. I've got the fryer sitting at about 350 degrees. And so this guy is going to be in here for probably another 4 or 5 minutes. And while this is cooking, I'm going to get a bun toasted and get some toppings so we can build this veggie burger. All right, our patty's cooked, our buns are toasted, time to build. So we have a nice brioche bun that I have briefly toasted to get some nice warmth to and to get a little bit of crunch. All right, and we've got some shredded iceberg and some nice julienne red onions. We're gonna get that on there, and Next, our beautiful black bean patty. I'm gonna get that on there. Got some pickled jalapenos, homemade, which I do plan on doing a pickling video at some point. So I'll get some of those on there. A little bit of guacamole. Oh. This right here is literally just smashed up avocado. No, nothing. So it's not really guacamole. I take that back. And the last thing, chipotle mayo. Come on, bottle. That's what happens when it's homemade. It's nice and chunky. Oh, I got some airway. Of course. All right, so let's try this again. We've got some chipotle mayo. Nice chunky homemade stuff. Almost too chunky. All right, I'm making a mess. Other than that, we're gonna go and put our top bun on. And my friends, is that not the best looking black bean burger you have ever seen? Can you tell? It's not even meat. Oh, there it is. I can't believe it's not meat. No, can't believe it's not butter. I would get mad. Whatever, I can't believe it's not meat. So, I think it's time we take a bite. So, hey Josh, you want to pass me one of those knives over there? All right, let's cut into this baby. Oh, look at that goodness, just. All right, let's take a bite. No one said it was a clean eating sandwich or burger. But, my friends, that is delicious. Listen to me sound like Doug Ford. My friends, my friends, my friends. Alright, like always, we shouldn't be filming this spot, or this part. But, like and subscribe if you want more videos like this, more videos on smoking whole cuts of meat, more videos of making burgers and making a mess. You just gotta let us know in the comments below. And we'll make it happen. Other than that, thanks for getting me 150 subscribers so quickly. We got more in store every week. We'll see you next week.